March is refreshing. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we're going to start doing some river work this morning. We've got our pontoon here. We've got Josh and George and my dad. And we're going to get the pontoon set in the water. That's what we'll be working from. So this is our customized pontoon. We've talked about it throughout different videos about doing what we did to it. We put a deck on the front of it, put some I-beams underneath of it to sandwich the deck so that we could pick it up with an excavator. Let me get my bucket off here. There we go. So I'm going to get down here on this little shelf and be able to lift the pontoon off the trailer and into the river here. So what we need to do is we need to go from Highway 8 here to English Lake to where the two rivers come together. This is the Kankakee, and we're going to go to where the Yellow and the Kankakee meet, and we're going to get out any logs that we can find, any obstructions we can find, such as log jams, trees that are leaning more than 45 degrees we have to take out. So we'll be working a lot from the pontoon and using the HX220 Hyundai to get the trees out of the water by using our ropes that George braided up. And we have different lengths. So we have 25 footers, we got some 50 footers, we got some 12 footers. What we'll do is we'll drag the logs over to the edge, and Josh will unhook ropes as they come across, and we'll get them lifted out. So let's get the boat in the water and let's get started, and you'll understand it along the way. So there's the deck that we made. We put the I-beam underneath. That way that sticks out in front of the pontoon. So if we hit any logs or anything like that, the I-beams will hit first and not sacrifice the...
he needs a clevis.
Oh, they're in my side box there. Not sacrifice the aluminum pontoon. So let's get started. So George has got me hooked up. Let's see how this goes. Ready, George? Did you lift the motor up? Did you lift up? Okay. We're still a little heavy on that back corner, aren't we?
Hey, it works with me on the front.
Yep. All right, you're going to the river. Well, we know the HX220 will lift a 20-foot pontoon boat with no problem. It don't weigh that much at all. Hell, I think that was easier than using a boat ramp. Whoops. Sorry. The uncurl was a little quick. We do have life jackets in the boat. We have a life preserver too. A lifesaver ring thingy. That worked really well. That was a lot better than the first time we did it. The first time we just drug it in and out of the river. You better make sure the motor runs. Should have checked that before we left the shop. Oh, there it goes. It is a 40-horse Johnson we've got here. A little temperamental. Alright, I'm sure it'll start. We'll get it running and we'll get at it. Well, we're going to go ahead and board the ship here. This is the MS Wilson. Ready to go, George?
Ready as we get.
Let's go motorboating. It is the MS Wilson because we can't call it the SS Wilson because It's not a steamship, it's a motor ship, so it's MS Wilson. Alright, so we're gonna head on down the river and see if we can find some obstructions. Now we're looking for log jams, we're looking for trees leaning more than 45 degrees. Whatever we can find, we're gonna pull it out. I will. Yeah, we can go fast. That 40 horse Johnson really kicks this pig, don't it? There's something we can get. So right now we're just going to see what we can find and what we need to bring to get it out. That'll be pretty simple. That's just bucket and thumb work there. This will be easy. Just grab that, throw it out. Oh yeah, gotta watch for bald eagles' nests too. We can't mess with those trees. And we only have so much time until the bats come back to roost. So once the bats come back to roost, we can't work on this project anymore. Alright, I'll turn the camera on when we find something exciting. So I don't know if you can see it yet, but up there, up in the tree, that is a bald eagle's nest. Look at the size of that. That's like a kid's tree house. I'd like to go up there and see what's inside, but we can't do that. Bet there's all kinds of stuff gathered up there. Like collars from cats and dogs and things like that the eagles carried off. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna keep on our adventure here. There's something stuck in the tree up here. Looks like a piece of foam insulation. Yep. Piece of something. Oh, a piece of foam insulation. Alright. There's a little bit of stuff we can get out. So here we're coming up to the section of bank that I repaired. Oh, it's been 2 years ago. Got done with that right before Christmas. It's holding up very well. Looks good. There are videos on doing that. Well, we got Dad in the excavator now. We're going through and we're getting all the stuff that we found. We got one little one back there. The stuff that you can grab, he grabbed. It's a little bit windy today. I apologize for the wind noise. It's probably going to be in the video. Oh, we're going to get this one. We need just a little more reach. A lot of stuff congregated in that spot. A lot of that foam insulation, a house must have exploded upstream or something, I don't know. I see a long reach in our future. Long reach on an amphibious undercarriage would be ideal. There, you got it. Oh, there's still some stuff there. Anything that floats on down will get out eventually. That's why we always start upstream. Just like a tugboat pushing a cargo ship. Definitely need to make some kind of winch that'll roll the ropes up. So how strong is a 40 horse Johnson? Well, we're dragging a pretty good sized log across the current of the river. Oh boy. I'm surprised we got it off the bank like we did. Yeah, that was a good sized log. Yeah, that log was clear up on the bank over there, and we jerked it off the bank with the pontoon. It was pretty cool. Yep. Is that some of that native axe cut? No, that's just beaver chewed off and snapped off. It might be a little chainsaw cut too. catch, I think. Yeah, it caught. Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 2 here on the river, and we're starting our adventure down 10 Mile Road. I got the 220 on the lowboy. I'm going to haul it all the way down to the end of this, and then we're going to take off again down this other side of the Kankakee. We ran out of clear levee on the other side, so now we're going to have to do everything from this side. So it's going to be another adventure today. Let's see what we get into. Got a couple trees along the way that we got to stop. We're just going to drop the trailer down, set it on the ground, reach over the side and get them with the 220 and get them moved over to the other side. There's George. He's waiting on me. So there's our first tree we got to take care of. So I set the trailer down so it'd be pretty stable. Dad's just going to reach over gently and grab that. Now we got a long ways to go, so that's why we're going to haul the 220 instead of grinding the tracks off. I think it's like 6 or 7 miles of nice driveway that we can drive on, so there was no point in, like I said, grinding tracks off. So I'll just haul them along, and wherever we come to something, we'll do this. It works out pretty well. That was actually the biggest thing that we had to grab. The rest of the stuff's just kind of small stuff. We drug a lot of it from this side to that side, but there's a lot of stuff that just make better sense to get it from this side. Go find us another one. George up here, must be something. all done with the Kankakee side. So now George is going to take us around to the, oh yeah, Dad about got the hose stuck right there. But George is going to take us around to the Yellow. This darn boat. It says that it's out of oil, but it's got plenty of oil in it. In fact, we went and got another liter bottle and dumped in it. So now we're going to go around to the Yellow and break loose way there. We'll have to eventually get it out. Like that, we'll catch that later. So here's where we're going to go into the Yellow River. Right here. This is what they call the point. This is where the Kankakee River and the Yellow River meet. And there's the train bridge for the train museum. Huh? Oh yeah. That's the next section. So here's the point. It's where the two rivers meet. Well, we got to be very careful navigating the Yellow River here because it is a lot shallower. Somebody's doing burnouts on the bridge over there. Anyways, we got to be careful because this water is very shallow compared to the Kankakee. The Kankakee is about 6 to 7 feet deep, and this in here, there's some spots that are only ankle deep. Like right over there, I can kind of see some sand. So I gotta stay at the front of the boat and kind of watch for obstructions so that we're not hitting anything. Got a long ride up here actually. Well, we're hooked up to our first candidate here on the Yellow. Dad's gonna drag it across. And it's coming after us. It's kind of a challenge getting here because the water's only about 1.5 feet deep where we're at right now. So our pontoon's just cutting it right now. We had to trim our motorway up. Josh will get that rope wrapped around the bucket tooth and Dad will pull it a little bit farther. Just like so, until he can grab it. Nice thing is here is the banks aren't as high, so we can get closer to the water, so we have to use less rope. We don't have to use as much rope, is what I'm trying to say. Huh? Yeah, Josh brought one swimming. So see, the idea is we have different lengths of rope, and when we get them to the bank, we can unhook them as we go and make them shorter. We've got 50s and 25s, and we got some like 12s. Alright, I'm gonna find me something else to get hooked on here. There we go. There's a lot of sand washed up in the top of that tree. I don't know how much of it we're going to get. So that rope will hold 12,000 pounds. That's what it's rated for. Some pretty good stuff. And it floats. That's why we use it. If you try to use 4-inch wide flat tow straps, they catch the current so bad that they jerk them right out of your hands. But with this floating rope, it kind of just skates on top of the water and makes it very easy. You're not fighting it constantly. They're wrapping around that bucket tooth. Once you get it floating, it don't pull very hard at all. Now Dad will be able to grab it with the thumb and get it out. And George is going to roll these ropes back up on the deck of the boat. Kind of keep them in order. That way we just grab them and hook them together as we go. It's a pretty simple process. It works. Josh must be having a little trouble. Not holding his tongue right or just run out of experience. One of the two.
Socks might be getting a little juicy here.
Your socks are getting wet? Yeah, it's wet. There we go. I thought you had a pair of muck boots.
I do, but earlier we were up this high.
Yeah.
We were going to go down this low.
Yeah.
Not a little water will do. You know?
Yeah.
Start driving my old trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been doing it a while. I hope he's got her figured out.
I thought you learned it overnight.
Yeah. Except he got my counterweight all muddy when he fell in that hole. Gonna have to wash that. Well, into day 2. We're gonna lift the pontoon out of the water, set it up here on the bank for the night. Then we don't have to worry about it floating away on us. So that is a 12,000 pound rated lifting strap. So we only weigh like 2,500 pounds. So we got plenty of lifting capacity. We kind of ride on here just to balance it out. And if we fell, it'd be in the water. We're safe. George is gonna spin us. Dad's gonna set us down. Gently. There we go. Time to go home and get some dinner. Well, we're on day 3 of this project now. So we are heading in. We're going to get to where the 220 Honda Excavator is and our pontoon. We get our pontoon set back in the water and we'll continue on the Yellow River side. Right now we are on the bank of the Kankakee following 10 Mile Road around to where we quit last night on Yellow. So this video we're only going to go till the end of day 3. because I'm going to have to get this video edited up so I can get it on YouTube and have my phone emptied out for plow day this weekend. This weekend is our plow day, so I need to have as much available video space as possible on my phone. So what you've seen so far is a representation of what the rest of the week's going to look like anyways. By the end of day 3 we'll have some good video, because the Yellow River is going to be pretty rough all the way through, because the Kankakee River had already had all the leaning trees cut off of it prior to us going down and just getting what snags we got out of it. So the yellow is going to be pretty intense. We'll be able to show that in today's video. So we did not video everything on the Kankakee side because there's just no way. So we just done what we could on video, and there was a lot more that we did that was not videoed. So don't think that all you've seen is all we done, because we took out a lot of trees and obstructions out of there as we went. So all right, let's get today started and get some good video. shower last night, getting showered. And from being on this boat all this time, it's like the shower floor started moving like the boat. And I'm like, whoa.
Your water legs on.
Huh?
It's your water legs.
Yeah.
Sea legs.
You know, you're on a pontoon in the summertime for a couple hours at a time, but when you actually work on one for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, it's like, whoa. And I hear that boat motor in my sleep now.
It's not quite like the hit and miss motor.
No. I have to figure out how to delete that oil line. That's getting aggravating.
Take the shifter off and take the beeper off.
Yeah, if we can find the people, we'll bring it up. Do a delete to it like I do on the Gleaner combines. If I can find a speaker to take my pocket primer and stick in it, waller it out, and give me the speaker. Alright, on to the next one.
On top of all that junk.
can get it. Oh, yeah, there it goes. As long as they don't bury in. Oh,
That's up.
there it goes. You push it with the boat. There we go. Hopefully it'll stay over there till we can get back and grab it. Yeah, I think it will. Well, while leaning over to hook some stuff up, George caught him a bass. A rock bass, I think. Pretty nice looking fish you got there, George. Ooh, poke ya. George does have a fishing license, by the way. Yeah, look at that.
Hold it way out here, it makes it look big.
That's what she said. All right, better throw him back in. He ain't big enough to eat. Put him back where we found him. Yep, catch and release. All right, let's get some more stuff out. Uh-oh. George, I think we got a little more than we thought on that one. Let's going. There it goes. Oh, stay together. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice. Dad can finish pulling that across and we can grab it out of there.
When the water gets too shallow, we have to, someone's got to jump in. In March is refreshing. And we have Brandon to the rescue.
Well, you remember that old movie, The African Queen, when he's pulling the African Queen through the shit? Well, this is pushing the MS Wilson through the Kankakee. worry about no British ship coming after us. There's no alligators either. Maybe some red snapper. Alright, let's go on to the next one. At this point now, we're going after anything that's an obstruction in the water. That was kind of the main goal on the Yellow River. Well, let's see what we got there. Hopefully that tree will break off. Oh yeah. Come on, a little more. Oh. It's going to. Oh, come on. Well, I didn't get a video of it actually breaking off because I got a phone call. And of course, my ringtone went off. And if I put it in a video with my ringtone, it will give me a copyright claim. And that's no good. So if I forget and leave my ringtone on, that happens. So that's why I put my phone on vibrate. But I forgot to do that. Alright, a couple more and we're done for the day. And then I'll get this video edited up and get it put on YouTube. Well, that's going to be it for today. We actually got quite a bit done. Like I said, this is just a representation of what we're doing. This is not actually every single one that we pulled out. There's just no way I could possibly video every one of them. I need a camera crew. Get our pontoon out, and I'm gonna go home and get some dry clothes on. Huh? No, the motor's still down. You see our prop's getting a little bit bent up. We're gonna have to get a new prop. Yeah, it's going up. That's plenty. Alright, so thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you all enjoyed these videos of getting trees out of the river. It's definitely a fun project. It'd be a lot funner if it was about 90 degrees out. It was actually fun to get in the water, but due to the bat situation, we got to do it this time of year, and fish spawning, of course, so kind of can't do it in those warm months. Got to do it in these colder months, so. Alright, I'm also going to head home and get some supper, too. I'm hungry, so. We'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to get this video up before plow day, or edited up before plow day and out of my phone.